So last night was pretty interesting. We kind of had a long night. We uh, we went to bed because I had to go this morning. I had to go to court. So I went to bed kind of early, and I woke up at 3:06 a.m. to Jasmine nudging me, who had just woken up like a minute or two before me. She woke me up and she said, "What's that noise?" And so I'm still like half stupid because I just woke up and I'm like, what noise? Even though I can hear something, I'm like, what noise? And she's like, what is that? And I heard it, and then I heard it like dinging. We have one of those self-cleaning vacuums that like you push a button and it goes around the house and cleans. And I guess this is what we get for being lazy. But I got up and I could hear it, and it stopped. And when it stops, it like plays this little tone where it's like doo 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 doo, and it does that, and it did that for like a couple times, and I knew it had stopped in the living room. And there's no reason that thing should be on. That's what Jasmine said. She's like, there's no reason that thing should be running right now, because the way we have it set up, you have to physically like push the button on top of the vacuum to make it go, to like make it clean the house. So we don't have it linked up or anything to control it from our phones or anything like that. We have an account, but we don't do that. Like, we just press the button and it goes, and then you hit it and it stops. And then when it gets full or it gets stuck or something, then it stops and it makes that tone. So anyway, that's way over discussed. Talked a lot about the vacuum. Anyway, so I heard it and I got up, and it's dark AF in my apartment, and I'm scared of ghosts. I don't do ghosts. Like, I don't do ghost stuff. I've been like ghost hunting before, but it still scares the crap out of me. Like, you go ghost hunting and stuff and you're into ghosts, and then like you actually come across something where you're in that situation and you're not really about it anymore. This is one of those situations where I was not really into, my mind always goes straight to ghosts. Any noise, anything like that's happening, oh yeah, someone's definitely not breaking into my house, it's a ghost. Like, that's the way my mind works. So anyway, so I come outside, I get my gun. I'm gonna check, because I got all 3 kids in the house. So I get up. First thing I do before I make it all the way out of the bedroom is I reach my arm around the corner and very tactically turn on the kitchen light. So I did that. I checked the living room. Noticed that the back door, the porch door, this one, which I checked when I went to bed was locked, is now unlocked. So now I'm a little more serious about it. Now I'm like, oh, now I'm not looking for a ghost anymore, So first place I go is the kids' room. I go into the kids' room, check under their beds, check the closet, check everything else without trying to wake them up, because I don't want them to get all freaked out and all that kind of stuff. So once I clear their room out, like, I come out, I close the door, I go down the hallway, I make it to this, like our Jasmine's sister Desiree, her bathroom. I go in that bathroom, and I have a thing about shower curtains where I've always just assumed that someone's going to be behind a shower curtain, even if I know no one's in the house. So I go into the bathroom, and when I go into this bathroom, I like storm into this I like very carefully cleared the entire house, except for that bathroom. That bathroom got really, really secure because I don't play around about shower curtains. I don't know why. I've just always been scared of them. So anyway, I bum rush this shower, and I'm like, if you're in there, you're gonna get shot. And I just like kick the crap out of the shower curtain, and there was no one in there. I knocked over all the shampoo and stuff, so it was kind of crazy. And I was still kind of like tired, so I wasn't very I've performed better. Checked Desiree's room. She wasn't home. She hasn't been home in a couple days. She just came home maybe 10 minutes ago. Yeah, it was like 3:06 when I got up and started. So anyway, I checked the whole house, like everything. No one's in the house, so I locked the back door. And then I go get back in bed, and I fell asleep again. I had no problem. I knew no one was in the house, and I had gotten off ghost stuff, and I knew no one was in the house, and nothing was missing. We had a MacBook, we had a couple phones, like 3 or 4 different phones out on the counter, and we got a lot of phones. And then my wallet with all my cards and everything, none of that was missing. And where Craig, our vacuum, that's his name, where he's docked at is behind our dining room table, and you really gotta, like, in the darkness at night, you really gotta look for him. There's no way someone came in through this back door, somehow saw a hidden self-cleaning vacuum, decided to turn it on, and then leave. If they did, it's the weirdest shit I've ever heard of. So, anyway, I get woken up again about an hour and a half later from Jasmine, and she said, she's on edge. She didn't go back to sleep. She stayed up and played on her phone, and I left the dining room light on, because we're scared now. So, she woke me up and she said, I just heard something in the kids' room. And so I jumped back up, and I go in the kids' room, and I'm pretty sure Jenna dropped a baby doll off of her bed while she was sleeping, because she was at the edge of her bed, her blanket was hanging off the bed, and there was a baby doll face down on the ground that I can't remember if I saw or not earlier, but anyway, it freaked Jasmine out. So I checked. Jacob got up once, and I said, hey man, did you get up? Do you think maybe you were sleepwalking or something? Not that he would remember, but I just figured I'd ask, like, did you do some, because they're kids. Kids do weird shit all the time. I was like, did you get up and turn the vacuum on for whatever the hell reason, because you're 6 and you do stuff like that sometimes? And he's like, no, I didn't get up. And I believe him, because 5 and 6 years old, man, they're not, they're scared to walk around the dark house by themselves. So anyway, and then I got up at 7 this morning, kind of. I got up around 7:45, and then got ready and went to court, and came home, and it's just weird. And now I'm just kind of curious to see what happens tonight, if somebody came into this apartment magically and turned on my self-cleaning vacuum and then left. I'm not even upset about it. I'm just confused, like, why you would do that. And I'm also wondering if now we have, like, a dormant ghost who has now come out of his shell in our apartment. And I'm actually, that would suck. I don't want that at all. Kind of scared of ghosts. So anyway, that's my evening. That's how my evening went, and or this morning. So if anything else happens, I'll keep everyone updated, so that way if I ever get possessed, or something weird or crazy happens, there's documentation of it now. So it sucks.